you can see all the connections. For the time being, we just use the the copper straight through cable. I click here, you see, and then I click on the switch number 1. I supposed to connect the fast Ethernet 01. Click here, fast Ethernet 01, F0/1, F0/1, F0/6 to PCA. All right. So one more time, I click the cable, 06 to PC, fast Ethernet 0. The same thing I choose here. From the switch number 218, I connect to fast Ethernet 0. All right. So now, as you can see here, I have the same configuration as here. So now look at the addressing table. So for the addressing table, the PCA got this address, the PCB got this address. So you have to set this address, okay? So PCA 192.168.110 and PCB is 111. So you can set it here. Click on PCA, click on desktop, click on IP configuration, and here you choose static and put the address 192.168.1.10 and you press tab. This one will be completed, okay? So once you close this one, already saved. So I close this one. You go to PCB, desktop, IP configuration 192.168.1.11. Press tab and close it. So you have done the addressing. So what is objective? What is background? No need to read this one. Part 1 is power on the devices, connect the switches using the cables, connect the PC to the respective switches, verify the inspect network connections. This is a verification, guys, right? But this is in a real computer, okay? But now we are talking about okay. Configure the PC host. Basically, this is for the real computer, okay? But here in Packet Tracer, we just click on PC, IP configuration, we set the IP, that's it, okay? So this one all for the real implementation. I mean, if you want to, if you have a real switch on router and then you want to connect together, then you can use this one, all right? Otherwise, no need. Yes, Mr. Saif. Okay, so we'll reach to the configuring and verifying the basic switch setting. Yes,
Good
bro.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Saif.
Sir, this material is just about particle material, and we can do the best when we have lots of skills or information about it. What I mean that we need a homework step by step to do the best in a good shape with this programs that you write it here.
Okay. Basically, I'm giving you the step by step. This file is a step by step.
So what about the homework, sir?
Don't worry about homework. Let all the students learn how to work with Packet Tracer.
You
Okay?
know we can build ourselves by homework because what it will build our skills in the good shape with this material?
I didn't get you. You see, I can give you these all materials, and then after you finish and learn how to work with the packet tracer, then we
Yeah,
will start our network security installations. In network security one, I will give you assignment. Maybe in week, maybe in week 6 or 7, I will give you every week one assignment. Then you do the assignment and you submit. You do it yourself and submit.
yeah, that's perfect for us, sir.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
That's very good. No problem. Okay. If you want to explain to your friends also, maybe in your own group, you can, explain to your friend as well. First, let everybody learn how to work with packet tracer. And I'm not forcing anyone. Okay. So that is optional for you. After you learn how to work with packet tracer, I will give you 26 files. Okay, I will give you 26 files. Okay, from 1 to 26. You just go through it step by step. Some of them are very short, don't worry, they're not a big, not time consuming too much. But if you follow me, and two computer, where is the router? No, there is no router here. Okay, there is no router. This is a local area network. This is not a router here yet. In the next example, we will have router. Okay, so this is a step by step, guys. So let's continue. Okay, let me finish first. Okay, anything else? Okay, so first you have to go to the first switch. You see, you know how to do that. You click on the switch, you click on the command line interface, you click here, you press enter, you are in the switch. Okay, so now you can start your configuration. So what is the configuration? I'll put this one. So here you are in the switch. You type enable. So I type enable. And then you press enter. Now you can see exactly same. You are switch hash, switch hash. Okay. The next one, you type configure terminal. You type configure terminal. And you press enter. You see, you are in switch config. Can you see that? Switch config. Yes, sure. Okay. You see, now you are in the switch config. Basically, we call it different mode. The first mode here, when you see this one, switch with the greater sign, you are in user mode. If you type enable, you will go to privilege mode. You see, to prompt change from switch to switch hash, which indicates privilege execution mode. This is privilege execution mode. So the first one is user mode. Okay, so let me show you here. You can access all switch commands in privilege execution mode. The privilege execution command set includes those commands contained in user execution mode, as well as the configure command through which access to the remaining commands modes are gained. So you can enter the privilege execution mode by entering the enable command. That is so clear. Okay, this is the step by step. So you type enable, you go to the privilege mode, and then from the privilege mode you can go to the configuration mode. use the configuration terminal command to enter the configuration mode. Configure terminal. So just now I typed configure terminal. Is that clear, guys? So now you go to the step number 4. Give the switch a name, because switch is a common name. All the switches has the same name. So what you have to do is to change the name. You have to type host name S1. So you type host name S1 and then you press enter. So can you see the name is already changed to S1? The next step is to prevent the unwanted DNS lookup. So if you don't know what is DNS, which is a domain name system, lookup, if you don't know, you just go Google it and find it out. Everything we cannot explain here. So here you type no IP space domain dash lookup and press enter. And then you should enter the local password. Okay, so here is the steps. Enable, so you have to type enable secret class, press enter. Line console 0, press enter. So it's go to the line and you set the password. Here I put the password Cisco. So if I press and then I tap login, meaning that I'm enabling the password for the login, that's all. I have already set the password. Okay, I have already set the password. So first you have to type enable secret class. The second you have to type for the line console 0, and then the password you put whatever password you want. Here in our lecture we put password Cisco and then login. Once you exit, it comes to the global or configuration mode. So let's see what will happen. I exit from here, I exit from here, I exit from here. You see, now I have to set the password. I have to key in the password. Previously, no password, but now I need to enter the password. This is a console line. So at the beginning, if someone try to connect your, you see, I close this one. If someone bring the laptop or PC and try to make the connection to your switches and routers, console line, and then I want to open the configuration of the switch 1, I go to the desktop, I choose the terminal, I press the OK. If I want to, you see, will ask me for the password. So meaning that I already secured my switch. What is the password? Cisco. If you type, you cannot see anything. Okay, you see, I bring here, let me open the on-screen keyboard. Guys, can you see my on-screen keyboard or no? I'm not sure whether you can see this one or not. The on-screen keyboard you can see, right? Okay, so here the password is, you see, I press, I need to key in the password. The password is Cisco. Cisco. Nothing is here, don't worry. You press enter, you see, it's already enter. So here you type enable. It will ask you for the password again. Okay. So what is the password? Cisco. I don't know whether I type it twice or once. But over there, I enable the password for that one as a class password. Sorry, not Cisco. Okay, the password is class. Okay, so meaning that I have already secured my device. So if someone trying to connect to your switches using the console cable, so will not be able to do that. So let me delete this one. If someone open your switch for the first time, also need password. So I have to type Cisco, then enter. If I type enable, will ask me for the password. The password here is class. You can see that, right? Let me continue. And then you can enter the login MOTD banner. Banner meaning that pop up a message. Okay. If someone try to type a different type of password, or it just show me the message. We call it banner. So the command is banner MOTD. So here you must go to the configuration, conf key, and here you can type banner MOTD space hash, and for example unauthorized access, for example on access, for example, and then hash and enter. So meaning that I have already set the banner as well, and exit. Yes, exactly, you can do like that. The next step is saving the configuration. So you just go to the privilege mode. This is a privilege mode. You see, privilege mode. Here I type copy. You can type copy running config, startup config, or you can type copy run star. These two are same. And press enter. And enter again, and the information will be saved. Or you can type write or WR. WR also is exactly same as copy run star. Okay, you see? So these three are same. You type copy run star is exactly same when you type write or you type WR. These three are same, not RW. Write, WR. Okay. To save the configurations. Every time you have to do it. Then you, for all your assignment, final exam, whenever I ask you to send me a file, please save your information using the copy running star, running to startup config, or WR before you send me the file. Okay, no problem. Or here you can see your information by using command show. Show running. If you don't want to type all, guys, you see, let me open the on screen. Here you can type show space running config, RUN, press tab. It will automatically complete it. Okay, and once you press enter, you can see the information here. You have hostname S1, so I have hostname S1. Enable secret 4, here enable secret is 5. No IP domain lookup, no IP domain lookup. And then here you press few more enter. Okay, so here you can see the banner. All right, banner. For the line console 0, you can see the password is Cisco. And for the login, VTY, also you can see the information. So the VTY we have from 0 to 15, virtual line. Later we will see, okay? So that is basically to see your information, running config file. Another command is show version. So I type it show version. So you can see this information. The flash number, this is a S1 uptime. You can see this information somewhere here. All this information you can see. Okay, so that is a image file that later we will discuss about it. Here you can see, and then you can see some other information like switch port model. Here you can see the switch port model, the version, the image file, all information you can see, right? The next command is show IP interface brief. So if you press this one, you can see that, you look at this one, you can see the fast Ethernet 01 is up. Fast Ethernet 06 also is up. Look at this one. The fast Ethernet 06 is this one. The fast Ethernet 01 is this one. Okay? This is 01. This is 06. So here you can see this information. So the same thing, if I press enter, I can see this information. This is 01 and this is 06. Yes, this is in PDF. Why? Yes, this is a lab activities basically, all in PDF. So the only thing I can do, I just can share the PDF file with you, nothing else. Okay? No problem. Okay? So the same step you can repeat for switch number 2. Okay? So the step from 1 to 12. So look at the packet tracer. This is number 1, switch number 1. You go to switch number 2 and you type the same thing. You go to the command line interface, you click here, you press enter few times, you type enable, you type const, you type hostname S2. This is switch number 2. And the same command that we had here, you can basically do the same thing for switch number 2 from here. So you put the hostname, no IP domain lookup, and the other things. Okay? So you can quickly do this all. So the first is no IP domain lookup. And then you can enable secret plus. That is a password when you want to go from the user mode to the configuration mode. To the privilege mode. So the password is class. Line console 0, meaning that at the beginning the password is Cisco. You can choose any password that you want. Okay? And don't forget to put login. and exit. You can set the MO banner. I don't want to do it. Then you can exit and then WR. Now you can see show running config, show running config, or show run. The host name is S2, no IP lookup, I mean the domain lookup, and then you can press enter to see the other information. Okay. Line console 0, the password is Cisco, line VTY, and then that's all. The next command here you can do is show version, and the next command is show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. You can see the information. Here 18 is up, 1 is up. Okay. You should know about the DNS, you should know about the lookup. Let's discuss later. Okay. Explanation is here exactly. So I want to explain more, then you'll get confused more. To prevent the switch from attempting to translate incorrectly entered commands as though they were host names, disable the domain name system DNS lookup. Is that clear? I think it's so simple and easy. Okay. All right. So do this configuration from the first this PDF file. I will upload all 26 to the system. So if you have time, you can do whatever if you can do all also during the holiday, please go ahead and do it. If not, I will quickly explain to you during the class. Okay. So that is the first one. So let's look at the second one. Configure a switch management address. This one. This is a very simple scenario. You have switch 1, you have PCA. Here I have given the address to the switch. Do you know why? So the question is, what is VLAN? The question number 2, why do I need to give address to the switch? Why should I give the address to the switch? Please search on the internet and find the information. Okay? Why do I need? Yes, it's full of information. You can get whatever you want. That is good for you. You should learn something, right? Say, everything is there. I want to make you ready for the. I want to make you ready for the security discussions later. Okay? Because if we have really, if you learn this one, even though we do not teach the security, I can give you the slide. You will do it yourself. Okay? You can do it yourself as long as you can work with the packet tracer, and if you are really interested, then you know how to do it. You can set the VPN, you can set the firewall, you can configure the firewall, whatever you want to do, you can do. I'll give you all the files, inshallah. All right? Yes, at least you learn how to work with packet tracer. Okay? So the question is, can someone answer my question? Okay, the only reason a layer 2 switch would need an IP address is for user to be able to manage the device. Very good. Okay, that's very good. Correct answer. If you want to manage the switch, then you need to give the address. Okay. if you want to manage the switch. So how basically I can set the IP on switch VLAN 1? By default, you look at the switch. By default, the switch got 24 ports. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 12, 24. All these 24 ports belongs to virtual LAN 1. All 24 ports. So if I give the address to the virtual LAN 1, if I connect any cable to this switch from outside of the network, I can easily connect, and for example, from here, this PC, I can connect to the switch number 1 and do the configuration without cable, without console, okay? Through the network I can do. That is the reason why we need the address to give it to the switch. So how to do that? You just go down, scroll down. You see, you can see the enable, configure terminal, hostname is S1, enable secret is class, no IP domain lookup. You can set the banner, exit, enable, need to set the password, class. You go to the configure terminal, interface VLAN 1, you give this address. Until here, we already completed, right? So let me close this one and this one. So I go to the switch 1, CLI. Okay. So now I go to conft. Here I go to interface VLAN 1, and then I give this address. The command is IP address 192.168.1.2 space 255.255.255.0. Don't forget to type no shutdown. If you don't type no shut, your network won't work, okay? You have to put no shutdown. Exit, exit. And this one I already set the password, right? Just now I set the password, so this one no need. Now you have to enable the VTY. Okay? You just go to the line